Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. Here we are, about to go to Mankato Raceway, run our first night race of the season. But before we get out there, let's do a quick check on our dirt season. As you can see, we have $17,000 in the bank now. We did just have one dirt race. However, we won. And with that victory, it puts us almost 99 points, almost 100 points ahead of Joe Fazioli for first place in the dirt. We had a 6th place finish, and now we've had 3 wins in a row. It was another track that we just did well in during the race. We didn't qualify great. I think we qualified 7th in that one. Did well in our heat race. Came out in the 2nd row inside of the main, and we were able to get ahead of the pack right away again. We held off, can't remember who we held off for the win, but we held off someone for the win. Wasn't anything impressive, so I'm not going to go over it really much more than that. I'm more excited about the Mankato race. I don't expect much of a change from where we currently are, as we're not upgrading the car right now, but I do expect that we'll come out here, put together a strong performance for what we have, and hopefully walk out of here with another chunk of change towards our next upgrade. I gotta be honest here, I have no idea what we have. Touch the brakes, car goes sideways. Change the brake bias, car goes shooting up the track. Can't find a happy medium. Gear ratio I think I got to give me more speed than I had before. Takes a while to get there, screwing up. Takes a lot to recover from. Car doesn't turn great. Loosen it up, shoot straight down the track or go sideways. We're a mess for this race. Let's go qualify. And here we go, coming down to our qualifying lap. I'm gonna try to hit this corner nicely without concede. We're already heading sideways, but we can get on the gas and hopefully hold it. But that we scrubbed off a bit too much speed coming out of there. It's not really great. Trying to... I think you qualify on cold tires too, which is stupid. That wouldn't be happening in real life, but here we go. 21.989, that'll put us in better spot than what I saw up there. I mean, I saw some people that were 22, so we got a shot. Maybe top 10? Nah, probably top 13. Oh, that's terrible. We're gonna have a rough race, folks. Hopefully we get some money between this race and the dirt race we have next so we can upgrade the engine a little. We have no power! All right, taking a look at your grid, since I didn't do it in the last race, we've got John Bundy, William Anderson here in your starting row 1. Going into row 2, David Canepa, Mike Hemiseth. Row 3, Joel York, Jeff Ondich. Row number 4 features Gray Soros and Jason Sullivan. Row number 5, Jason Kausch, Greg Brown. Row number 6, Daniel Casper, Francis Lee. And row number 7, Mark Kanazawa and Andy McNamara. There we are. Row number 8 on the outside, Tony Savoy next to Mr. Seaman. I think this one I might need to focus a little in the beginning. Well, it's bad because we get to 4th gear and... Ooh, whoa, what's going on there? Oh, see there. Because I ran into his back end, my picking up the speed is so slow that... it's just going to be a problem. Now, once we get up to speed, we're okay, and we actually have a higher top. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be potentially a very, very rough race for us. I just can't... I'm not even coming off the gas all the way. I don't mind the shooting down the track because we're not seeing smoke coming from the tires. Yeah, we're on cold tires, so there's that. That probably answers why we're having such an issue to start with. I really need to pass Shields here to get back to my qualifying position. I don't mind finishing low as long as we don't finish lower than where we qualified. That's my big goal. Finish higher than where we qualified, or at least where we qualified. We've got the car that we were next to on the starting grid, who's now on their inside. We can't seem to get the car to get down the track. And I'm trying to get a good angle here. But yeah, we're just... look at it. I mean, the moment I let off the gas, the car is sideways. I don't mind sticking or feathering the gas pedal to get around corners. It's not a big deal, but we're definitely scrubbing off way too much speed to be able to do that. And we just have no turn. Look, we have no turn in the car. So I've upgraded only the aero and the suspension, which should give us better, handling, and it's just not working. That time I just let off the gas long enough to get all the way around the corner, or all the way down. Hoping to pass shields here. That'd be nice, but now here we are on the apron, and we're in a bad spot. We're in a really bad spot. I mean, how else am I supposed to get around them? You know, I spend 25 laps trying to get, well, I guess it doesn't matter now because we're in last place. This is absolutely not where we want to be. And I knew I was going to be frustrated with this track when we started. We'll do better with a better car down the line. But as I've said in every previous race, I just don't mind as long as I drive as well as I can drive with the equipment I have. But I'm about to be the first car put a lap down here. And, yeah, I should catch Oakenfold and pass him, depending on where I catch him. See, what needs to happen is I need to catch him and get on his inside. We got more lead lap cars here, so... And we do have a better shot, or we do have a better time turning, letting off the gas and turning into that corner. Oh, son of a... Get out of... Oh, I just so happened to come to his freaking bumper right when I was going to cut down behind him. Now he's going to hug the inside of the track, forcing me to... The only way I can pass him is on the outside, and we're 2.5 seconds, 2.2 seconds away from 18th place. Because we got caught behind this guy. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you how quickly I tapped the brake there and how poorly that went. Okay. All right. This has been by far my worst setup, I guess. I mean, what else? The car is obviously a 13th place car at normal tracks. This track is a little bit shorter than other tracks, but I can't even... Here comes Sullivan. I'll never forget that.
20 to go.
So, yeah. Right stuck to Oakenfold's bumper again. Can't do anything about that. Except for when he goes to turn into the corner, we stay on the gas and use him up to get around the corner, which I'm fine with. But am I even going to be able to get 18th place here? Sullivan's able to go in at that speed and stick it. I'm going up the track heavy, and now Oakenfold's gaining on me again, so I shouldn't have followed him into the corner like that. Look at this crap. I mean, we're just a pile of trash sitting on four wheels right now. This is quite possibly one of the more challenging things for my frustrations. You know, you try not to be, but it's hard not to be when you spend time trying to figure out your car and you just don't have the equipment to be able to put together a car that can actually be competitive on a track. But then you get out on the track and it's even worse when you're the reason why you're in 19th place. Qualified low, but then quickly got passed by everybody and was unable to stick with the pack, and now we're just trying to hold in front of Oakenfold, which I just made another mistake, touched the apron, and he has just gained 7/10 on us in one straightaway. So, I mean, it's been something else. But we'll crank out these last 17 laps, and it looks like at best we're going to finish 19th, and that's at best. I don't see anybody else here making any mistakes. They tend not to really do that. I mean, they will, but especially in a legend difficulty, you don't really see a lot of them having accidents. And I'm trying to figure out how now we're running really well. Like, well for what we are. And Oakenfold is right up on us again. Like, how is this happening? I'm literally sticking with one of the leaders. And somehow the 20th place car that I drove up to and passed. Well, now I'm not sticking with anybody. He's going to get right underneath me, isn't he? Maybe he got pushed. Maybe he got a bump that put him up farther. I've had bumps happen to me where it moves me up. Or it speeds me up or whatever by these lead lap cars. But it's just... Frustrating. We're going to go ahead and just kind of rack up some laps real quick here. Try to keep Oakenfold out of the picture. Well, that wasn't what anybody wants, but okay. No! Yes, I did drift up a little bit. Oakenfold was definitely riding hard on my bumper. We're injured. We're heavily damaged right now. Oakenfold's just going to drive right around us, isn't he?
10 laps to go.
Oh, goody. My car doesn't turn. Alright. Oakenfold gonna drive away now. And, that'll secure our last place finish. Last place here is last place. It's not like when you're in the A and you finish last, but you still end up 13th of 20 out of 20. This is flat out a last place finish. All right, folks, I'll see you at the end of this one. I'm not going to waste your time. Probably put another race in this episode, make it a little bit of a long episode, but it's better than a 10-minute episode. So your top 5 for that race: William Anderson, David Canepa, Jeff Ondich, Mike Hemeseth, and Joel York. I just continued to lose traction and was trying to still push it, and I just so happened to find the absolute worst spot to be driving up the track. Ran into concrete spot where you can drive on the track, I guess, and it destroyed the car. So, sucks for me, bad result. Let's move on. Short memory here, right? Well, we lost $1,130 for blowing up that car. We're not even going to look at that news article, and now we have dropped down to 5th. Well, we're still at 15th. All right. 1,600 or 16,525 in the bank. I'm going to run this dirt race real quick. Hopefully I have a better result with that than I had with the Featherlite Modified. It's at Baxter. Love that track. And maybe have time for an upgrade before I run this next race. Still on this episode, you won't see this dirt track race. I'll cut it, but you'll at least get another light race in this episode, I think. Probably. Excitingly, though, we have Elk River Raceway, and it is quite possibly the lowest paying out race of the season. But we're still in for some money, so let's get out there, do what we can. Hopefully we have a better race here than we had last week. Well, last week, 2 weeks ago, I think it was in the calendar, but you get the point. Well, I don't know. We'll see what we can do here, honestly. I really don't know what we got. I did a bunch. I was in the 27s at one point, but I did a bunch of stuff to try to get more out of the car. There's some issues with cornering. Right, you know, the more you stabilize a car, the slower it goes, though, and that's just the truth. So I don't know what to do here, but I'm hoping that we have a good qualifying lap. Which, this isn't the way to start it. Normally, I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention to how fast I'm able to go on that corner. This corner, because it's so flat, I'm off the gas, and look at, there it is again. Go sideways. I can hold about 100 miles, well, right around that, yeah. We don't have to brake at all for this corner. I usually brake right before the turn in, so that, because I set the brake bias so much that you have to brake in a straight line. That was actually a pretty decent lap. Sans the slide, 7.326. What does that mean for us? I have no idea. 12th. Oh, I did spend my money on the first engine upgrade. It was a 20 horsepower upgrade, and I realized that we need something because we just didn't have any power to compete with anybody else. So let's jump out to this race and hopefully put up somewhat of a fight. We are getting closer and closer to 10th place. So it could be any race now, but we need 2 of them this season. All right, taking a look at your starting grid. Francis Lee and Joel York on your front row. And we've got William Anderson and John Bundy, row number 2. Row number 3 has Jeff Ondich and Mike Hemiseth. Coming up in row number 4, Gray Soros and Clark Oakenfold. Row number 5, Hal Robb and Jason Sullivan. And row number 6 is where we stand with Mark Kanazawa.
It's set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
It's always interesting to see how weird our gear ratio is to everyone else's. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. Sometimes you get to 4th gear and everybody else drives away. This time I'm going to hit Sullivan out of my way a little bit. That wasn't intentional, but we'll take it. Holy crap. Whoa, whoa! Oh, that's... Well, that was not what we wanted. How this will turn out in the end, I don't know. We're still in 12th. What kind of damage do we have? We've got green tires, which means we have damage, but what kind, I'm not sure. Yeah, that was, I don't know. Might have been my fault, might not have been. It's 2 o'clock in the morning on a work night. So, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but I've committed. Let's see if I can get my... I'm going to go ahead and stop talking for just a minute, get everything kind of organized again, and see what we can do. Mother of happiness, look at us. Oh, and we're going to get put all the way spun around. And we're back in 18th, 19th. Wow. Well, could be another rough race for us here. Just... That corner has been the bane for me all practice, and you'd think, just like what I said about running over in Welch road course, that I would master this corner. It's just, I don't know. The car gets into it. I mean, right now it's fine because we came off the gas, but look at that. I can't even touch the gas without just basically shooting straight. We have no turn in the car after everything that just happened. Oh, let's see if we can track down Casper at least. 1 car at a time. Yeah, we're not. We have no turn. No turn.
That was a great lap.
Oh, great compared to the shit that we did the last couple laps, but that doesn't mean anything. I gotta keep this car a decent distance away from the apron to have any shot at any kind of hope at anything here is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Oh. I mean, down to 8. I think we were able to go around that corner at 85 and then accelerate out into the 90s. Not looking great, but... And this one, I know I was able to be on it as soon as I got into the 90s. I was able to be on it into the hundreds around the middle of that corner, so we definitely have lost some stuff here. Yes, I am catching cars. Yes, I am passing cars. I do realize that. Trying to move ourselves back up to 15th without losing some of these spots. Right back. Shield's going to put up a fight. So I kept my foot in the gas for a little bit longer than I normally would have. Is that the lead car already? Wow. It's embarrassing. The question is, can we track down Rivas or Kanazawa with what we have left with this busted-ass car? I don't know. Touched brakes while turning. That's what happens, by the way. It costs us time, that's for sure. Talking again, so how about I stop when I said I was going to last time to really try to put out some good laps.
lap.
Here we go, coming into our last and final lap with what'll be the only time we run this car or this track with this car set up. And, you know, as long as we make it around the last couple corners, I'm pretty pleased with what we were able to accomplish after having such an issue early on. We really did mess things up early on, and whoa. We keep it? Yeah, we kept it. All right. So anyway, you know, we were able to come through, pick up 14th place. Yeah, we qualified 12th, but remember, we dropped all the way back because we messed up, and we drove our way back up, got 6 spots back, and we're able to, that was pretty much where we stood. I mean, we weren't gaming on Justin, whatever, at all. John Justin, yeah. I don't really think there was much else I could do there with the car that I had and the car that I sadly created by damaging it. So we'll take it back to the shop, put it back together, and get it ready for the next race. Your top 5, Joel York, Francis Lee, John Bundy, William Anderson, and Mike Hemiseth. And we'll walk away with $3,200. We're pretty broke now after doing that engine upgrade, so I think that'll put us at around 7,000 something. Yeah, car 331 took the checkered flag. That's York. And I don't need to talk about my placing because we're not important at all right now. Season standings, again, still just a few points out of being in 13th place. It's still reasonable to get to 12th, but the top 10 finish this season is pretty much out of the question. Odd that we had $4,900 after we bought the engine, and we still have $4,900, so I don't know what's up with that. But, oh well, this game is a little glitchy at times when it comes to things like that, and it's very obnoxious. There's nothing I can do about it, though. But, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and until next time, take care.